And hey, what's up guys, this is BurnOrangeFan23, and today I'll be talking about the Psp Evolution, which I think is pretty cool. They've definitely changed their designs over time, and I really hope you enjoy this video. I will enjoy making it, I know that. So without further ado, let's jump into my full evolution video. So if you've been a player since the beginning, since the Psp 1000, we're the alumni, we know where it's at. Please just ignore this purple piece of paper. I'm just doing that so you won't see my face because for some reason that's important to me. But right over here you do got your buttons, just the regular PlayStation. Down here you got your start, select, music, and brightness. Here you got your volume rocker and the home button, which would go back to the PSP. Right here you will get your where you put your SD card. That's pretty important. Here's the hold button. I actually never knew what that was freaking for. Here's the joystick, the directional pad. Here there are two grooves right over here, as you can see. They're kind of lumps. They kind of come up so you get a better grip. I personally think it feels awesome. Right over here you do got your open button, so you wouldn't have to touch the disc tray because that's important to lazy people. Right over here you would have to push this down, and then you got your battery under here. And right here you got the triggers, which are clear triggers. I always thought those were awesome. I'm always a fan of transparent stuff for some reason, but thought those were awesome. Right here you do have the PlayStation logo, the PlayStation D-pad. I personally never played the PlayStation console. I just have the PSPs because Xbox does not make a mobile device, which eventually I think they will. Right here you got the joystick, hold button, and all your controls down here, including home, volume rocker, PSP. I always thought they had a freaking awesome logo. Brightness, music, select, and start. Right here you do got your power button and the Sony right there. Right here is probably my second favorite PSP. It's called the PSP Go. They completely revamped the design from the PSP Slim, as you can obviously tell. You're like, hey man, where the hell are the controls? Well, I'll tell you. Bam, they're right there. You got the directional pad, which is pretty different from the normal PlayStation D-pad. It's kind of a click instead of like a smush. Kind of feels kind of weird compared to all the other ones. Right here you do have a joystick that's 50% of the size of the other ones, and then you do have your select and start right there, and all your buttons. Up here you do have your volume rocker, your music, and your triggers, which are actually metallic silver, and then actually chrome, but they're plastic. So, and then you got your brightness right here. And yeah, that is pretty much it. And I forgot, these actually did not take UMD. These are actually download. So for example, you'd have to go to the PlayStation store on your desktop or laptop, and you have to plug your Go in, and then actually download the game for money on the PlayStation store, and then it would take time to download onto the Go. So definitely not the most efficient way, but it did save you kind of space. It's actually not that comfortable to hold. You can actually see how thin it is. It's not very comfortable in the hands, to be honest. Right here you got two grooves, the Sony. By the way, all PSPs are fingerprint magnets. Looks pretty good. That's the back. Here's the newest and personally my favorite PSP. It is the PS Vita. It's got finally improved to the double joysticks. You've also got the directional pad, which is kind of looks more like the PlayStation one, except it's a click. Again, it's a clicker. And then over here you do got your buttons, which are a little higher and a little smaller because you got the double joystick going on. And then over here you do got your start and select. Got rid of every single button, which is a great idea to me. Down here, got rid of every single buttons. No button down there, just the PS Vita. Up here, you pretty much got all your buttons. They went to flash instead of UMB and downloads. There you go. Up here, you got your power button and volume rockers, which actually resemble the iPhone volume rocker, in my opinion. Right here, you do got your triggers, which are a smoky, transparent black. And then on the back, you do have two grooves that aren't really efficient. They're not really effective in my opinion. Over here you do have the touchpad. You also got a rear-facing camera and Sony down here that just tells you all the information about the Vita. This is also like a touchpad, and it's also got the triangle X square O pattern all over this, as you can see if you look a little bit closely. It also has an illuminating home button, which is pretty awesome. In my opinion, it kind of fades out. It's got a blue LED. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, that is about it for the PSP Evolution video. I had a ton of fun making this video, just looking back at everything that I played. If you like this video like I did, please feel free to click that like button below. And hit that subscribe button also. I'd really appreciate it. And as always, I will see you guys in my next video.